Hey, welcome back to Ron's Bass Lessons. This is Cinnamon Girl by Neil Young in the key of D. It is, if you like Neil Young, man, this is pretty cool stuff. It's got a little bit of funkiness to it, in my opinion, in the bass line, so at least that's the way I like to approach it. I know they have machines out there, you know, that you can isolate the bass tracks and you can get exactly every note for note thing, but you know, that's not my thing. I'm trying to capture the feel of the song and then kind of make it mine, so I encourage you to do the same. Copy in an original way is the way I like to say it. So the intro is basically the trademark riff in the song, which is you're starting on the D on the 5th fret on the A string, and there's like an implied ghost note that sometimes I think I hear it and sometimes I don't. And the C to the D, because I think the guitar is playing C. So either you can do the C and get onto the D, or you can rest. Sorry. And that's the way I have it transcribed with the rest in there, because I think it's more funky. I like funky. I don't know. I'm a big Lenny Kravitz fan. So after that, it's C, B, open, F to G. So you're on 3, 2, open, 1, 3 on the top 2 strings. So the whole lick is. And then the verses. Before I go to the verse, there's a riff that they do after each verse, before they go back into that signature lick, and also at the end, which is like, I call it the between verse riff instead of, I called it the other one. I call that the intro riff because they intro the song with it. Then I call this one the between verse riff, and it's very similar except it resolves on A instead of G. So starts the same. And then it's C, B, C, A. So the whole riff is. Okay, one more time slow. Okay. So that's your two main sort of riffs in the song. And then the verses, the verse chords, are just D, A, C, G, and I mean you could probably get by just playing the root note if you want, but I hear some higher notes, octave notes, and some stuff being played with, and this is where I like to make things my own. So I made up my own thing to do, which I think is based on what's going on, but I wouldn't say it's exactly what's there. But this is what I do. I'm kind of working in a D major scale with a flat 7th. So I go, and that gets me from the D to the A. Okay, so I mean you can just go, and you'd probably be fine depending on what your band's doing and how many instruments you have. But I got the melodic things, so I'm going on the D on the 5th. Then I'm moving down one string and I'm going 4, 5, 7. Moving down another string, 7, 5, 4. And that's basically like the major scale with the flat 7th in there. So, okay, and then I come back up the scale, working my way to the octave of the D, and then jump up one string to A and hit the low octave of the A. So I'll do it slow. And I've actually played around with a couple of different like melodies with that. Actually, the thing I actually transcribed was sort of like the first version of that, and then as I played through it more, I changed my mind. So I'll do it one more time slow. And like I said, the transcription I put in there is pretty close to what I just played. So with that demonstration and that, if you're interested in doing that, you can. So then for the other part, I just spell out the chord for the A, and then no, not for the A, I'm sorry, I already played the octave for the A. I spell out the chord when I change to the C. Okay, so just, 3 and 5 power chord. First finger on the C on the 3rd fret, and then the next two are barring on the 5th fret on the bottom 2 strings. And then on the last chord on the G, I just play an octave, and then I go back, and then they go back into that between verse riff. And then they do the intro riff, I think 4 times for the 2nd verse. So the structure is intro, verse, chorus, verse, chorus, and then it hits the bridge and the solo. Okay, so after that, after you do the same thing 2 times there with the verse and the chorus, then you hit the bridge, which is really simple. It's a C, G, and A, and it holds on the C for a while, and you'll just hear it, and then G, and then A, and I just play the root note on that one. That's all I'm playing. And I guess I play like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and half notes. All right, and then the solo is the same thing as a verse, except to make things different, because I'm trying to showcase the guitar player doing his thing. I don't want to be too busy on the bass, so I am just playing root notes behind. I'm just playing root notes behind the solo. So the solo is once through the verse chords, and then a between verse riff, another time through the verse chords, between verse riff again, and then it just ends on. Just ends on a D chord. Like it starts doing that intro riff again, but it doesn't finish it. It just ends on the D. And that's the version that I have recorded. I'm sure there are other live versions. Neil Young, probably has tons of them out there, but that's the basic parts of the song, and that's the basic structure. So thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy the song. As always, please feel free to share my videos and spread the word and click like and all that, and I really appreciate it. I really enjoy learning songs that people want me to learn, so by all means email me your request. You'll see my email address down below in the description and at the end of the video. So take care, and I'll see you next time.